All right. So now we've made some large language models do various things. Now we're going to make one with a problem. So I'm going to make a move to trash, return to Colab, new notebooks, get a clean notebook to start with. Okay, so we're going to make a classification model. This is the one we ended up at the end of the last project. It has a training set of 2,000 images and a test set of 1,000 images. And these are handwritten digits. So there's the model. And this is a model that sorts them into 10 categories. And it will show me the first few of them here, which it's going to get all of them right. All right, and there we are, correct, predicted. It's right for all the first 5 images. So we got a model that's doing pretty well. So let's make a summary of its predictions to see how good it is. All right, and so the zeros correct 82 times and wrong 5 times, and so on. You see, looks like it's getting about 90% of them correct, and a small number of them incorrect each time. So the original one, in particular, we're just going to look at the ones and the twos. It got 2 ones incorrect and 12 twos incorrect. Now we're going to attack this model. But first, we're going to summarize the training and testing set so you can see what we have. All right, so it has about 200 ones and 200 twos, slightly different, and you saw how many it got wrong. So now we have 220 ones and 198 twos in the 10. And what we're going to do is poison it. We're going to poison it in the simplest way. We're going to mislabel some of those images. So we're going to change 10 of the ones and identify them as twos. We're going to try to trick the model into identifying some of those ones as twos. So this will make a poisoned data set. All right. So there's the count before, and we're just going to go in here and we're going to look through all the data. And if it's 1, we're going to change it to a 2 and count how many we've done that with, and quit as soon as we change the first 10 ones to 2s in the data set. And then just print out the result to show how it changed. So before we had 221s, but now we only have 210. Before we had 198 twos, but now we have 208. So now we got a poison data set with 10 images moved. So we train it from the poison data. And got to use this keyboard to do it. All right. We're going to see how much it changes the errors. Now, remember previously, it got 2 ones wrong and 12 twos wrong. And now it gets 2 ones wrong and 11 twos wrong. So it didn't get hurt at all. In fact, it seems to be within the noise, seems to be doing better. So, poison had, yeah, so this amount of poisoning did no good at all. So we're going to try poisoning 30 of the ones. Remember, there's only 200 of each. So that's 15% of all the data. All right, so now this 220 is going to turn into 190 ones, and this is going to go up by 30 to 228 twos. So now, if we train from that poison data, let's see how much harm that does. Now it gets 2 ones correct and 13 twos correct. So we're getting one more 2 incorrect than before. Still, again, very little effect. You have to poison an enormous number of them. You're going to poison 100 of them, and now you'll finally see a proper effect. So this is the simplest attack we've tried, first attack we've done, where we just mislabeled the data, and it is surprisingly ineffective. We're going to do more effective attacks in later projects.